it skidded down for about 8 or 9 more months and bottomed out in 2009. So people really didn't have any money, right? Everybody was scared to death, people losing their houses. Except the health insurance companies raised the premiums a lot in 2009, and they said, I'm sorry we have to do this. I know you don't have any money, but the cost of health care has just gone up. Guess what? We just saw, they just filed their reports. It wasn't the cost of health care. Their profits went up 26%, and they dropped 5.5 million more people from coverage. This is going to bankrupt the country. I don't care how good your health care system policy is. I don't care how solid you think it is. If you want to bring the American dream back, we have to be competitive in every area of our life, and we cannot keep paying $1 trillion more for a system that produces less. That's explode the debt, not reduce it, or just get rid of the American government and every contribution we make to the American dream. And they want to repeal financial oversight, repeal the student loan reform, and repeal the health care. Now let's talk about what we should do. We need jobs, the money to finance the jobs, and the people to fill the jobs. And we got to do something long-term about the debt. Okay? So what are we going to do? Well, if you want jobs, you have to know where they're likely to grow. I know where they're likely to grow, where we have great potential. In small business, in bringing back manufacturing, an enormous opportunity now, and clean energy, both new technologies and efficiencies, and in basic infrastructure. So, what is our program here? What do we propose? The President has proposed a massive small business aid package, and it's the right kind of package because you only get it if you expand your small business. Then you get to write off your expenses a lot quicker. That's a job creator. So far, the Republicans have not supported that. In manufacturing, the Democrats in the House and the Senate have offered a comprehensive manufacturing strategy to bring back manufacturing jobs. So far, the Republicans have not supported that. In clean energy, the United States is finally catching up. Less than 1/3 of the stimulus bill was devoted to creating jobs. The rest of it was treading water money, tax cuts and money to schools and the state and local governments so they wouldn't have to lay off people, mostly healthcare workers and educators. But we finally have both the tax incentive and the baseline investment to catch America up to the rest of the world. In the last decade, China, with at that time a much smaller aggregate income than we have, spent twice as much money, real money, as we did in solar and wind and other new technologies of the future. There is no reason in the wide world we shouldn't be doing this. Germany, last decade, Germany leapfrogged the United States and Japan to become the #1 producer and the #1 user of photovoltaic solar cells. And they had to give massive subsidies to do it. So Deutsche Bank, not Greenpeace, not the Sierra Club, Deutsche Bank, a bank, did a study to figure out how much good it had done the economy. And they concluded even if you discount the drag of the subsidies, the Germans netted 300,000 new jobs. Now their population is 1/4 ours, which means if we did just what they did, we get 1.2 million jobs. Except in Germany, the sun only shines as much as it does in London. Which means, and the United States is ranked the 3rd best country in the world for solar potential and second to wind. Which means if we did what they did, we'd probably get 2.5 million jobs out of solar technologies alone. This is not rocket science. And the other guys don't believe in it. The Republican Attorney General of Virginia, a couple of weeks ago, filed suit against a college professor in Virginia for saying that global warming was real, climate change was real, we had to do something about it. I couldn't make this up.